And these signs will accompany those who believe. In my name they will cast out demons. They will speak in new tongues. Mark 16, verse 17. Then some of the itinerant Jewish exorcists undertook to invoke the name of the Lord Yeshua over those who had evil spirits, saying, I adjure you by the Yeshua whom Paul proclaims. 7 sons of a Jewish high priest named Sceva were doing this. But the evil spirit answered them, Yeshua I know, and Paul I recognize. But who are you? And the man in whom was the evil spirit leapt on them, mastered all of them, and overpowered them, so that they fled out of that house naked and wounded. Acts 19, verses 13 through 16. The 72 returned with joy, saying, Master, even the demons are subject to us in your name. Luke 10, verse 17. John said to him, Teacher, we saw someone casting out demons in your name, and we tried to stop him because he was not following us. Mark 9, verse 38. As we were going to the place of prayer, we were met by a slave girl who had a spirit of divination and brought her owners much gain by fortune-telling. She followed Paul and us, crying out, These men are servants of the Most High Elohim, who proclaim to you the way of salvation. And this she kept doing for many days. Paul, having become greatly annoyed, turned and said to the spirit, I command you in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach to come out of her. And it came out that very hour. Acts 16, verses 16 through 18. And in the synagogue there was a man who had the spirit of an unclean demon. And he cried out with a loud voice, Ha! What have you to do with us, Yeshua of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of Yahweh. But Yeshua rebuked him, saying, Be silent and come out of him. And when the demon had thrown him down in their midst, he came out of him, having done him no harm. And they were all amazed, and said to one another, What is this word? For with authority and power he commands the unclean spirits, and they come out. Luke 4, verses 33 through 36. They went across the lake to the region of the Gerasenes. When Yeshua got out of the boat, a man with an impure spirit came from the tombs to meet him. This man lived in the tombs, and no one could bind him any more, not even with a chain. For he had often been chained hand and foot, but he tore the chains apart and broke the irons on his feet. No one was strong enough to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and in the hills he would cry out and cut himself with stones. When he saw Yeshua from a distance, he ran and fell on his knees in front of him. He shouted at the top of his voice, What do you want with me, Yeshua, the Son of the Most High Elohim? In Elohim's name, don't torture me. For Yeshua had said to him, Come out of this man, you impure spirit. Then Yeshua asked him, What is your name? My name is Legion, he replied, for we are many. And he begged Yeshua again and again to not send them out of the area. A large herd of pigs was feeding on the hillside nearby. The demons begged Yeshua, Send us among the pigs, allow us to go into them. He gave them permission, and the impure spirits came out and went into the pigs. The herd, about 2,000 in number, rushed down into the steep bank into the lake and were drowned. Mark 5, verses 1 through 13. A constant theme throughout the New Testament is the ability to call out demons in Yeshua's name. In biblical times, when the Pharisees would cast out demons and try to perform exorcisms, they would call out demons in the name of Yahweh, the Father. But when the disciples and the apostles were casting out demons, they casted them out in the name of Yeshua the Son. When Yeshua casted out demons, he wasn't calling upon the name of Yahweh the Father. He was rebuking them in his name. When Satan tried to tempt him in the wilderness, And when Peter tried to rebuke him for saying that he was going to suffer, die, and rise again, Yeshua said, "Get behind me, Satan." He didn't say get behind the Father. This shows that Yeshua, the Son, is Elohim, just like Yahweh the Father. They are both Elohim. They are both God. Open your eyes and see the truth. Yeshua is Elohim. He is God.